What is going on, everybody? It's Jack, and today I'm bringing you guys a full game, full commentary of one of, if not the craziest game you're going to see of Madden 20. I guarantee you it is one of the best comebacks you're going to see. It was on one of my streams a week ago, and if you're not watching the streams, then you're missing out on games like this. But before we get into the gameplay, you guys know the drill by now. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. And you know what? If you're not new to the channel and you haven't hit that notification bell, go ahead and ring that for you. Helps me help you, and that way you get to see all these videos as soon as they go live. Of course, follow me on social. Links will be down in the description, and they'll be at the end of the video if you wait around, just in case, because I know people don't like reading descriptions. But enough of all that. I know you're here for the gameplay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, we're going to hop right in here. This, I promise you, is one of the craziest games you're going to see. And I just kind of want to give you guys my thought process as we're going through it, kind of what I'm seeing, what I'm thinking, and obviously kind of commentate on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and all that stuff. Keep in mind, I am in the white jerseys, so as we're going through it, just remember I am in the whites. Alright, so we're just taking the kickoff, like nothing crazy here, obviously. And basically, these are those times where I just hope I don't fumble. Sometimes it's probably better to fair catch it. In that situation, obviously, I would have been better off fair catching it. However, sometimes like you just kind of feel like you got something, and then you don't. I am in tight doubles. This is going to be one of the formations that I release as part of my offensive ebook / game plan, whatever you want to call it now, because it's one of my favorite formations this year. It really is. It beats everything, and it's compressed, and you can still block everything, and it's just one of those formations that are really good, and you can still put that tight end on delay routes, and it's just really easy to kind of pick apart what the defense is doing. Simple runs, nothing crazy, just kind of keep moving the ball. He keeps coming out in 3-4 odds, so I just keep attacking it the same way. Tight end streak routes, tight end delay routes, drag routes to the outside, simple motion, stuff like that. Mostly it's just to get him to commit one way or the other. It's first possession, so I don't really know how he's playing, how his user is, anything like that. So it's really one of those like kind of wait and see, kind of feel him out. I keep calling the same play every time because I don't think he can stop it. I don't think he can really stop me. So you can see like I'm kind of putting different variations of the same play, a whole bunch of them. I have a wheel route. I hit that wheel route right there, and I just can't make the guys miss. Saquon Barkley is only an 84, but if you have Marcus Allen out there or it's Regs and you have Ezekiel Elliott, something like that, like he probably would have made guys miss, and I'd be looking at probably like a touchdown. Tight slots offset weak, or tight slots weak, I guess. Yeah, not offset. Tight slots weak. One of my favorite formations as well. There's a trend here, obviously. I really do like the compression stuff this year. I think it's really good to exploit defenses. And tight slots weak, but not I keep saying tight slots weak. It is tight slots weak, actually. Yeah, the running back's on the weak side. Tight slots weak has an inside zone, which for a compression formation is really rare. And because of that, it's one of my favorites. And there's Tariq Cohen, and he's only the 80 overall Tariq Cohen. And at that point, I regret making sure that he wasn't the guy in there, especially after that long run, because after a long run, a second run, like he is more prone to fumble, and obviously he was going to fumble right there, unfortunately. Now, I have no idea what he's doing offensively. I just know that he is going to probably try to run the ball because that's what everybody does. So I have to play run D. I have to be smart. I get stuck on a D tackle because that's what happens, and he dots me because I was in cover 3. And that was just one of those things where I can't really do anything when I'm stuck on my D tackle. And you can see my face and my reaction. I was probably saying something along the lines of like, what do you want me to do? I'm stuck on a D tackle. Now, based on what I'm seeing, I know he's going to try to hit all those crossing routes, those post routes, which are still effective this year. They are easier to defend, though. budget monster, Sweat right there, uh, one of the rookies. He is one of, if not the best budget linebacker you can find this year by far. He is 6'6", 81 speed, salary cap goon. I can guarantee you that. And you can see I just keep lining up in the gap. I just kind of want to make him think I'm putting pressure on him. He cut blocks my guy, but he still got it. Great throw. That's what happens when you're using a linebacker. Linebackers don't get the animations all the time. It's unfortunate because last year that's a pick every time. And it probably will be a pick later in the year. But right now, linebackers just aren't going to get it done. And he's spreading the ball pretty well. He's kind of making me pick different things. So I'm going to have to start changing my defense up. I don't know if I do it right now because I probably right now. Yep, okay, see, I'm starting to switch. So as I'm starting to switch defenses, it's just because you can see that he's starting to kind of figure out what I was doing. So I got to kind of balance what I'm doing defensively, especially since he's coming out in spread formations and really trying to exploit what I'm doing. He hit the double move and then a crazy playmaker. And at that point, I'm just thankful that it was a terrible throw, because he was able to playmaker that guy from a mile away right upfield, and there was no chance for me to defend that. You can see I'm really just kind of playing like simple cover 3, like nothing like crazy yet, not crazy adjustments, anything like that, because I don't really know what he's trying to pull right now, and I'm just kind of sponging right now. It's that first possession. I want to see as many different looks out of him as I can get, just because I want to know what he's doing so I could defend it later on in the game. Because if he's going to have to explore his offense and expand his offense a lot on the first drive, I'll know more of what he's trying to do later in the game when I actually need to stop it. Now, that was just a good handoff. I took a really bad angle and shot the gap, got picked up. It's unfortunate, but that's just the way the run game is this year, especially right now. And I'm not going to be mad at that. That's just a good run, good call. I wasn't really expecting him to do it. And here we go, another kickoff. I'm pretty sure I fumble here. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure I fumble here. And then you'll see me start fair catching it because I'm really annoyed at fumbles. Yep, see, that wasn't even a good hit. See, that's the problem right there. Is I just spun and like I was falling down and the ball just magically pops out. So he gets a cheap 7 points. It's unfortunate, but again, what can you do? Now at this point, I'm reeling, down 14 in the first quarter. And on top of that, I don't really think my opponent is that good. I just think he caught me once and then he got a lucky fumble. So I'm still in this game. I still think I'm in this game, and I just got to keep playing my game, just kind of keep going, plugging away, because I know eventually the game is going to turn around, and he's not going to get those lucky breaks, and I just got to keep fighting away and hope that I can do what I got to do. Like I said, compression sets, it's natural for me to kind of run those, and you'll see when I drop the Rams offensive guide how I kind of run them and how I kind of explore the different formations that are the 3 different formations in the compression that they have, and kind of how they all work together, because they're all almost identical, but they have different plays and you can do different things out of them, and they have some slight variations. So it's a lot of different stuff from different sets, but they're all similar concepts, and it's just really good the way they fit together. And unfortunately, that's another fumble. And now at this point, we are not only fighting an uphill battle, but we're fighting Madden, we're fighting the game, we're fighting EA, we're fighting literally everybody and everything except the opponent themselves, because he's not actually earning these. These are just being handed to him. So this is turning into way more of a sweat fest than I wanted it to be, or that I thought it was going to be even. Now you can see I'm sitting 4-4. He's coming out in these like 3 tight end heavy sets, so I got to trust that he's running the ball. And then I actually get a strip, which is nice because I finally get one back. And after those 3 fumbles, getting one back is important. Now you can see I'm coming out into tight flex. because now tight flex is that third formation. I've already gone through 3 of the formations that I will be covering. They are by far my favorite formations this year, at least out of that playbook and out of these like concepts. And they're really nice how they work together. And as you can see, I just completely shred his coverage right there. Wide open corner, no chance. Now he was in a cover too, so I didn't actually have to do that motion. But by me doing that motion, it does allow me to keep things looking similar, and he won't really know if I'm doing the motion because I just like that motion, or if I'm doing that motion to beat a coverage. Now, there I completely missed the halfback. I see it way after the fact. The halfback on that wasn't supposed to be a read. It was really supposed to draw coverage, but it was wide open. That's completely on me. I completely blew that because I could have had a very easy throw to the flat without even a question. And here we go. I'm just kind of rolling out, see what happens. I have to throw it short because I wanted to hit that corner out, but it wasn't getting open, so I just have to throw it short, just kind of take what I can get because I'm already behind the sticks. Now I'm going to motion him out again. I keep doing similar motions, similar things, just to kind of keep him thinking, what am I doing? Because I want to make him adjust a lot more. Now, that was open, but I threw it late, and Richard Sherman just jumps it. That was a bad read, but it wasn't the wrong read. It was just the wrong time. And again, like I'm at that point now where I'm starting to press a little bit. Now I'm starting to think, do I have to get more aggressive defensively? Do I have to start really like going deep down the field to try to like catch up on points? Because now we're looking at possibly a 21-0 game. Now he throws that right at me, and I don't get the ball, and luckily he doesn't catch it. But you know what? There's a good chance he catches that because that's still Odell, and it was a linebacker, and linebackers just don't get that kind of luck. Now he hits me with a screen. I don't get a dive. He gets a nice little gain. I was not expecting a screen at all. Most people don't. It's unfortunate, but I definitely didn't. Now you can see I'm really not adjusting defensively yet. I still don't really have an idea what he's doing. I get cut blocked there, and he gets a nice easy gainer and just a quick little cut, and he's gone. I didn't think I was going to get cut blocked by the offensive lineman. I guess I cheated too close to the line or something. I don't know. Either way, it's 21-0. I am getting kicked up and down the field. But at the same time, I still don't think he's doing anything that is special. I just think he's catching all the breaks. I'm not getting any. I'm really lucky I don't fumble there. And I also probably would have had a touchdown if I wasn't stupid and like dancing around there. But I still think I got this. I still think I can definitely exploit his coverages. As you can see, like I know he's been sitting in that cover 3 sky a lot, so I'm going to kind of throw it where I know he's open. Jerry Rice drops it. I really wanted him to get down. Possession catch sucks sometimes, but I come right back to it. He's sitting in that cover 3 sky. I'm literally running almost the exact same play. I don't think I adjusted at all, except I put a flat from the tight end. And he's sitting in that middle third, and then nobody is over the top there, and Jerry Rice just gets a nice easy score because he actually was in cover 3 match, and as you can see, that entire side of the field matched, and Jerry Rice was just like wide open in the middle, just kind of waving. Nobody knew he was there. 21-7. We're fighting here. We're fighting back, right? We're fighting. That's all we can do right now. Now, hopefully, the fluke kind of starts turning onto my side, right? We start kind of getting back to where we want to be. He fair catches it. He doesn't want the fumbles. Now, I haven't actually switched into really coverage-based defenses yet because I don't know what he's really trying to do. I saw he was in I form, so I came out in the 3-4 bear because I wanted to try to stop some runs. And he throws it. My linebacker doesn't react. It's a perfect catch in the corner. I couldn't click onto the linebacker to even try to jump. I click on the cornerback who's not even close to being in position. It's unfortunate because that corner should not have been who I clicked onto. I really wanted the linebacker. At least I could have swatted it. But it is what it is. That's what Madden 20 is. They don't want linebackers making the plays. And somehow I missed that tackle. And then somehow I missed that ball. And Odell just walks into the end zone. Patrick Peterson was there. He was completely there. But he just didn't want it. I strafed up and everything, and he just did not want it. We're looking at 28-7 at halftime, unless I could do something magical here, just to try to close the gap a little bit. As you can see, I am afraid of fumbling. I am not risking it for the biscuit at this point. I do not want to fumble. I do not want to give that up because I need as many possessions as I can get. I need to hold on to that ball at all costs. And as you can see, I keep doing that motion. It's just a nice little way to get that drag exposed underneath. I was trying to hit that cover 3 again, that cover 3 beater, that match cover 3 beater. And he was sitting on it this time, and I had to eat the sack. It's unfortunate, but he's playing smart defense. He's kind of trying to figure out something that works. If it's working, he's not going to fix it. But, again, there we go. I just got him to cheat just a little to the left on that crossing route, and that gave me just the smallest window, and I got a really good throw out of it with Mahomes. Splits the coverage. Jerry Rice just takes it all the way. That is not a throw I would advise on a regular basis. That is definitely not the read that I would want to make. However, it was there and I was able to make it, but that's definitely not a primary look. It's just he's running kind of a non-meta defense within a meta formation. So whatever works at this point. I'm trying everything, and if something's open, you just got to take it. But I do give him 30 seconds, which I don't know if that's smart or not. But at the same time, you got to score when you score a point. Like, you can't really be choosy when you're down by 21 when you score, especially at halftime. Like, you just got to take the points. And he just bounced clean off the sideline. I don't know how he did that, but he planted his leg and just took a hard right. Now I'm sitting in dollar. Now I think I kind of figured out some way to kind of contain him because I need more speed. Ultimately, that's what it comes down to right now is that I think I need more speed on the field. And he likes to bootleg, he likes to roll out and try to hit me like that. So I am doing things that can kind of corral him. And also it gives me a chance to kind of adjust over the top of coverages, which is kind of important at this point because I need to take away his reads because if I let him score, then there is almost no chance for me to come back. Sheds or not, I'll take the sacks where I can get them. And as you can see, I am really just setting up simple dollar defense, nothing crazy, nothing fancy. He's in bunch right now, so it's bunch versus dollar. This is about as meta as you're ever going to get. And he hits a great throw, all things considered. It's unfortunate that Eddie Jackson is just a little short, and he drops it, but I'm just glad Odell drops it because if Odell caught that, I'm looking at 35-14 at halftime instead of 28-14. And that is a big difference, especially considering he gets the ball. I tried to make something happen there, but it was a punt. Like, there wasn't a whole lot I can do other than just don't fumble. Kicking it deep. He's got Diggs. I mean, Diggs isn't the fastest, but he's got a little shiftiness to him, and he just breaks a tackle. I'm just hoping at this point, if I just keep plugging away, I'll get those fumbles. I'll get an interception. I'll do something like that. and that'll kind of turn the game around for me because he's coming out in these eye sets now. So now I know I have to really just try to put it away somehow. And that is just Madden fluke kind of coming back and helping me out. There's no reason his guy shouldn't have caught that. I'll be the first to say that that should have been a catch every day of the week. I'm just glad it wasn't, but it definitely should have been. However, he comes right back and just throws it right at me. I don't know if that was a predetermined read or not, or if he kind of felt the pressure that was kind of getting to him. But he did finally turn the ball over one time. And I go back to tight doubles. I have the tight end on that delay route. Kittle on that delay route is, you're going to start seeing kind of exposing his defense because I cannot hit those corners. As much as I want to hit those corners, I am not hitting those corners. And, excuse me. But those corner routes usually get open, and there I just kind of forced one in there because I was like, it should be open. It's always open. And I really didn't look and see the coverage, and his guy just drifted back and just ripped one down. It's unfortunate for me because that might have been one of the few chances I had to really start turning the game around. And you can see I'm just sitting in this dollar defense. I'm starting to man different people up. I'm blitzing different people. And there's Eddie Jackson just dropping one. I think this might be one of the games that made me get out of the Eddie Jackson when I did. And then like 2 days later, the Signature Series one dropped. But what can you do? I was stuck on the D tackle again. Madden 20 is notorious for that, honestly. You get stuck on D tackles way more than you want. And it was one of those situations where I was just able to take away a curl. Luckily, his guy didn't run that far, so I was able to sit right under it to take away his read. That's really all that happened there. I just took away one of his primary reads. And he starts trying to fit that in there for whatever reason, but there's like 4 or 5 defenders around him. I can see that he's starting to get confused by the defense and what I'm doing, like kind of manning different people up. So I come back offensively after that 4th down. He was trying to put the game away. I didn't let him, so we're coming back with a little bit of bunch. It's a kind of a different kind of bunch just because it's the offset, so it's got a couple different plays. And you can see I'm just going to start taking the flats as he's giving it to me. We have more than enough time in the game that I don't have to press anymore. It's only 14 points. I don't think he's really doing anything special, so you're going to start seeing me just take what the defense gives me, chip away at the flat, and Kittle's there. Just keep moving the ball. We're looking at a goal line situation, and we can make it a 7-point game well before the 4th quarter. Nice little stretch run right here. He tries to stop it. He gets me to the edge, but Barkley fights for that couple yards, falls forward. I can't really ask for a better animation than that, especially given the situation. Goal line, there's really nothing fancy about it. It's really just see the end zone, just kind of get to that edge and just try to get in. Now I'm starting to feel it. Now I can kind of feel that like I know my offense can score the points. Now I just got to hope my defense can make a play. He breaks that tackle, and for a second, like my heart can kind of drop because if he breaks that and gets out of there, like that whole momentum swing is just gone. I'm coming back into the big nickel. I really do like the big nickel this year. I mean, it's nothing crazy, nothing fancy, but it is good coverage, and it's really a nice balanced formation. Even when you're only considering there's one nickel on one side of the field, it's still a fairly balanced defense, and you can see right there if the safety drops down in the box, like it is a balanced formation and it is symmetrical. He hits that seam right there. That is the one spot against the cover 3 that is the most tender to hit. I should have known that, but I wasn't expecting a 4 verticals from him. It is what it is there. I mean, he's not stupid. I mean, he's actually making the right reads. There, I should have had the pick. Shazier should have gotten that ball. No excuse. I was well within 2 yards of him, let alone probably 1 yard. But linebackers don't get animations. There, I just make a really good user run defense, and I just pop them in the backfield, and I get, well, at the line of scrimmage, really, and force that fumble. And now this is kind of where I can take complete control of this game. You can stop the run out of dollar like I just did. You have to make the play defensively as a user. You can't really rely on the formation itself to do it for you like other formations. You just have to be the one to know the gap and to shoot it. And now I'm like, oh no, what am I going to do? Kittle, little cut. Just nice little cut there. I really hoped I was able to turn up field. Luckily, I was able to go out of bounds and not get hit. However, I think I could have cut and got a lot more yardage there. It's okay, though. We're coming out. Bunch offset. Now we're just trying to expose that cover 3 a little bit. Make him do things that he doesn't want to do. I forced his little zone in the flat to commit to the quarterback on the run. And as soon as he committed to that, I just kind of gave him a little okey doke over the top, little flip to the flat. And then Kittle's the MVP of this game by far. He's not done yet. It's really just like get it to him in some space and just kind of make him move. Now here, I'm trying to do something, but for whatever reason, he doesn't really run the route the way I wanted to. Odell's route running is so good. He gets different routes. Like he runs the routes a little more jagged, a little weirder. And sometimes it's good because you get more separation against man, but sometimes it's really bad because it throws your timing off. Here, I don't know why he cut so hard to the right. I was just trying to do a little swervy swerve, like a little baby juke inside just to kind of go around him. And now we're looking at no gain because he was able to adjust to the same run back to back. Going into the fourth, I'm just looking to tie this game up as quickly as I can to really force him to try to start making plays offensively because I think he's going to start throwing picks. I think he's going to start making mistakes even more so than he has. He left the flat wide open. Nobody was there. Mahomes is fast enough. Just take off. Like, there's really nothing fancy about that. There's really not much fanciness. There's nothing fancy, really, about my offense in the red zone either. That's just inside zone. Just run it right up in there. It was good blocking, but, there's really not anything fancy about this offense at this point. This is just, I need to score points, and I'll do whatever I got to do to score them. But we're looking at a tie game. 3:40 left in the fourth. And the wind is with me, so I'm kicking this ball way out of bounds. And he's going to have the ball. And now he's got to try to go for a win now. He spent this whole game kind of riding that wave of that 21-point lead. And now he's at a point where he's got to start making plays himself. If he doesn't start making plays, then there's no chance for him. And then I bumped that little drag route. And then for whatever reason anyway, he tries to throw that, and Telvin Smith just gets a great animation. He did kind of put his hands on the receiver there, right before the ball got there, but Telvin Smith just gets a great animation. And now I got the ball back, because now he started pressing, and now we make a nice little cut inside. There was a hole there, but Clowney just destroyed me on that. Nothing I can do. But I do see that his defense does have some holes in it, and I'm going to keep coming back to the well. You're going to see, I'm going to probably try that run a couple more times. We're running the wheel verticals right now. I'm just putting some drag routes out there because I think he's going to try to cover deeper, and I'll be able to hit those underneath things. He covers the drag route fairly well, but he does not cover that wheel route at all to Kittle. And Kittle, again, just is an animal. And now we went from 21-0 to 35-28. And he still has a chance here. He still has a chance. He's out here fighting. But now The tables have completely turned, and now all I got to do is keep playing my game, and we'll walk out of here with a win. And he tries. See, now he's starting to think, okay, now I got to try to get this kick return. Now he's got to try to score. Now he's starting to run out of time, and he hasn't been in this position all game. So now it's kind of time to see how he responds. I'm just sitting in the gap. Nothing fancy here. Nothing fancy here. Boom. Anthony Barr just comes in, cleans them out. And Myles Garrett picks it up, and he pauses it, and he is out of there. He's done.
That's going to do it for me, guys. If you guys have hung around for this long and you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and check out a couple of my other videos. That's really going to do it for me. Make sure you guys hit that like button, because if you've watched it this long, then you got to like it at least a little bit, right? But until next time, I'm out.